Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win. I don't want no fake love, I want the real stuff. Everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once. I'm gonna show you all the path, if you want it bad. I'm gonna show you where it's at, yeah, how you can get it back. Yeah, cause I ain't never done, I'll be number one. Working hella hard until I get just what I want, yeah. Rises like the sun, yeah, fatal like a gun. Shooters gonna shoot and I'm gonna shoot until I won, yeah. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. Grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win, yeah. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win. I don't want no fake love, I want the real stuff. Everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once. I'm gonna show you all the path, if you want it bad. I'm gonna show you where it's at, yeah, how you can get it back. Yeah, cause I ain't never done, I'll be number one.
Check, check. I'm good. What is up under the lights racing? Welcome to the season opener at Daytona. We're so glad to have you right here on board. It's the season opener. We have 27 now. We have one back out, but 27 drivers afoot ready for some green flag racing action from Daytona. This is UTR Season 7, and we are so excited to be back in the booth for this season of racing action here from the trucks. The trucks season ended last season with Deport Eddie claiming his first career championship and Mountain Ranger claiming his first career win in the league at Talladega. That all has been put in the past. It's now in the past. It's time to declare a new champion, a new champion, a new winner. Everything begins tonight. A points paying race. First off at Daytona. What a season we have lined up. We have more races for these truck guys than ever before. That's what's awesome. We added about 6 weeks of racing to these drivers. They wanted more racing, they wanted less off weeks. They got it. They have more racing than they ever will produce on this season. Another added feature for this season is the length of the truck races. You heard me right. Instead of 50%, these drivers wanted more racing. We gave it to them. So now, with this season in play, we are now doing 100% truck races. They're going to be full on racing action. So it's going to be a wild season, but that's what's so amusing to me and I'm so excited for is 100% races from the get-go all season long, from green to checker, longer stages, more strategies in play. It's going to be amazing as we are excited for this season. So, this season, we're also going off of regular names in the league versus gamer tags. So, without further ado, let's get down to the starting lineup. Starting on the pole is the number 18 truck of Jasmine McNeil, who had a time of a 49.622. He is a rookie in the truck series this year. So he'll be trying to get way up to the front. Starting second in the number 40 truck will be Peyton Smith. He is also a rookie in the truck series. Starting third, he was a Final Four contender in last season, and that is Luke Smith driving the number 21, otherwise known as LRS. Starting fourth is the number 2 truck of Nick Jensen. Starting fifth is number 97 of Richard Denny. Starting seventh is number 4 of Stephen Davis II. Starting eighth is the number 10 of John Dean. Starting ninth in the number 20 is Jack Farnhart. Starting 10th is the number 22 truck of Alan Drake. Starting 11th is the number 11, or starting 11th in the number 99 truck is Lance Peterson. He is also a rookie in the trucks. Starting 12th in the number 68 machine is Mike Osborne. Starting 13th in the number 17 truck is David Phillips, also a rookie. Starting 14th in the number 98 truck is Jerry Robertson, also a rookie. Starting 15th in the number 26 truck is Dylan Blevins. Starting 16th in the number 33 truck is Zach Allen. Starting 17th in the number 3 truck is Danny Byerly. Hopefully I got that right. Starting 18th in the number 38 truck is Nick Stills. Starting 19th in the number 51 truck is DeMonte Hamilton. Starting 20th in the number 00 truck is Jacob Willingham, also a rookie in the trucks. Starting 21st in number 45 is Brandon Edgington. Starting 22nd in the number 88 is Mason LaForge, a rookie in the trucks and in the league, of course. Starting 23rd in the number 24 it is Evan Hilton. Starting 24th in the number 87 is Austin Knowles. Starting 25th in the number 23 truck is Coney Bonner. Starting 26th in the number 44 truck is Jacob Border. And rounding out this 27 truck field is the number 34 of Toby Welsh. In this field tonight, we have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 8 rookies in this field. 8. So this is awesome. 8 rookies, so much on the line. I can't wait. It's going to be a thriller. as lead if he would say. So it's going to be one hell of a thriller. 100%. That means 100 laps around Daytona. Not 50, not 60, no. 100 laps around this grueling 2.5-mile super speedway, the world center of racing. With 250 miles, it is the high draft package that we will be running here tonight. So we're excited for that as well. A lot of action here in store. We have a lot of onboards here tonight. We have, of course, Dusty Stud, Ducky, INF, I believe, is actually doing his onboard for the first time ever. And many others I know will be doing their onboards as well. So the drivers are in the Discord. They're trying to get stuff ready to go. It is the season opener at Daytona again, capping off a hell of a season. And it was just truly amazing to see what came out of last season, and we're ready for this season. This is also UTLR Farewell Tour. And no, it's not goodbye from the league. This is the Farewell Heat 5, as obviously everybody knows at this point. If you don't, I don't know where planet you have been on for the last, 12 months or so, but this is the last year of NASCAR on Heat 5 because iRacing obviously took over and they have bought out the racing credentials to put on a console game for NASCAR fans. For the first time ever for NASCAR fans to have a console game produced by iRacing on the console. And it's going to be super stoked. We're all super excited for it. And it's coming out in the fall of 2025. So, last season at the beginning of end of season 5, start of season 6, we were talking about how, oh my God, it's 2 years out. Well, guys, we're only about a year and a half away. Actually, almost close to more or less a year away. So we've made it closer and closer to the ultimate goal of being on iRacing on console. Super excited for that opportunity, but this is the farewell tour of season 6. Sorry, 7. Jesus, season 7 farewell tour on Heat 5. So the trucks are going to be having more races than ever. The Xfinity Series are staying at 50% races. They're going to be having more races than ever. The Cup Series, we're going back to the Gen 6, and you'll hear Ian in the booth hopefully tomorrow, pending some personal things, but Ian will hopefully be in the booth tomorrow night, covering all of our Cup Series racing action throughout the entirety of the Cup Series season. And we're going back to the Gen 6 cars. You heard me right, Gen 6, which means what comes back? Chicagoland, Iowa. We're not going to do the Indy Roval, at least not in Cup. Now, Xfinity, get ready, because you're on tap next week at the Indy Roval. We're going to go back to Canadian Tire on the Cup Series side. We're going back to some of these tracks that are not available to us in the next-gen cars. These drivers have an ultimate test. They have to produce racing in Gen 6 cars, a looser car, over to a Gen 7 car the next week, over to a more stable vehicle. So it's going to be insane what these drivers have to endure throughout this season. And some of these drivers have promoted up. You'll recognize tomorrow night in the 25 car field that qualified for the Daytona 250 is that you'll see guys like Blackhammer have moved up. Mr. J have moved up. They're now full-time Cup Series. Granted, you will still see some of those Cup regulars down in the lower series. But there is no longer the competing for the championship. These Cup drivers can only compete for the championship in the Cup Series. So that's a new rule here in the league. If you want to drop down, you can drop down and compete for the championship in the lower series. And you can still compete in Cup Series, but you just won't be able to compete for the championship. You have to choose either one or both of the lower series or the Cup Series. So you'll see a lot of guys maybe not racing as much in the lower series, but that also is because we have a full field of rosters. The roster is filled. I have no slots available in this season for the trucks and Xfinity. That is for mostly full-time drivers on both trucks and Xfinity, and possibly some in the part-time slots. But I have no slots available in this league whatsoever, and that is a first. Usually we come close, getting to 1-2 slots left for the season if people want to kind of bump up or bump down and race. But no, I have no slots. Like, it is crucial. It's awesome to see the dedication, the want, the thrill of wanting to join UTLR. This is the amazing league of UTLR, and we're so excited to have and present you another great season of spectacle of racing as these drivers are slowly getting ready to go. I'm trying to check in. So, they're still sitting in the lobby, trying to get stuff underway, obviously going over some new rules. Also, I want to mention this is 9/11 week. So, in honor of 9/11, some of these drivers have done paint schemes. We'll probably see a multitude of 9/11 schemes because we're doing the Daytona 250 in the next gen. So, clearly, we can't do custom schemes. So, you'll see a lot of drivers out tonight in custom schemes doing patriotic and representing 9/11. So it's going to be different. But what we're doing is we're going to do something special tonight. In honor of 9/11, we're going to race from lap one, or I guess technically lap two, since we paced around the first lap. So lap two to lap eight. The drivers will come to a caution flag at the start of lap eight. They will pace around and get single file in their respective position that they were at the time of the line when they crossed the line. There will also be a caution at that point. They'll go single file. Starting on lap 9, they will, in Discord, in the chat, they'll go silent in the Discord, or attempt to, because some of them may not. But they'll attempt to go silent. They'll pace at 70 miles an hour, and they will do this through lap 11. Meanwhile, we will go radio silent, and we have something special to produce to y'all, the viewers. So stick around, or if you're under caution, drivers, tune back into the stream at that point to hear something a little special that we kind of summed up last minute for y'all, the viewers, for 9/11. And then once they get back to or get through lap 11, beginning of lap 12, they will stack back up, double file. We will not open pit road. We're going to keep the strategy in the race. We're not going to take the strategy out. So we're going to keep the strategy in, and we're going to keep pit road closed that entire time. Once we complete lap 11, start at lap 12, these drivers get double filed back up, and we'll go racing on lap 13. So a stretch right there, but this is all for 9/11 as these victims, as a lot of drivers, and well, a lot of people this day in time in 2001, September 10th, people went to bed not knowing what the next day brought. And many people, as I'm getting chills talking about it, many people went to sleep not knowing about what lied ahead. People had purchased tickets to the airport, and they got on the planes. They were ready to go see loved ones, ready to go visit family, ready to go see friends on business trips. They got to the airport that morning. They got on an airplane uh, as a regular day, nothing out of the ordinary. Uh, they're excited. They had their whatever else had planned, ready to go for the day, and tragedy struck at 8:45 or 8:46 in the morning, and we saw what happened from there on. So people went to sleep tonight with their loved ones for the last time. Let that sink in. Loved ones, people in this world went to sleep uh, with their husband, with their wife, with their kids. They saw them for the last time early the next morning. Uh, Firefighters, paramedics, cops, police officers, all those first responders, they got up that morning, had shift change probably about 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, not knowing what the day brought. Just another day at the station. My dad's a firefighter uh, here in Texas, and he changes over his shift at 6:30 and doesn't know what the day's going to bring. Just another day at the station. I've been with them on a 24-hour shift, so I know what the day is like. It's just a typical day in the morning. Get stuff ready. You got that call, and I can't imagine what that call is having a call come over. The World Trade Center has been hit. We have a 2 alarm, 1 alarm fire, structure fire in the center of New York City. Who would have thought? I mean, that had to rattle their cages. First responders toning out for the last time at their firehouse because they never returned. So a lot of tragedy on this day, on the night before. So that's going to be what we do tonight. That's going to be what we do on Thursday, as well as tomorrow in the Cup race. So it's going to be a long week for us, but we're excited. But again, these drivers are getting ready. I'm going to tune back into our live streamers and see what is up. All right, so we're going to see if we... I don't think we got the invite. So we're going to go trackside for the most famous sports, motorsports, and we'll be back here shortly. Stay tuned.
And now, race fans, for the most famous words in motorsports, the star of Universal Pictures movie, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, Kevin James.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
Alrighty, as we are ready to go. Waiting on an invite, so I don't know what's going on. Because I never got an invite in, so this is awesome. Alright, there it is. Alright, Sunday Night Football coming to you live every week, Sunday 7 Eastern on Peacock. Don't forget it, it's going to be awesome. Football is back in action. College football has been up and going for a couple weeks now. NFL's back in action. We're excited for it. And also, what's exciting is another season of Under the Lights Racing. Season 7, baby. Alright, so... Alright, here we go. They are pacing around. Alright, so LRS, Vortex in the 87, One Bad in the 68, Outlaw, Drake, Brad, Toby Welsh, Mountain Ranger, Deport, Racing Edge, Do Prime, Knockdown, Meso, Jay McNeil, Dirty Cat, INF, Tyfield, Hayton, High Road, Weast, Dusty, Flash, SP, Ducky, Clater, Denny, Go Dogs make up this field. As we get ready to begin a new season, as we ride on board Jay McNeil, Ladies and gentlemen, it's Under the Lights Season 7. Let's go! But they did have to do an extra pace lap, so that way I can get in. So this is lap 3 of 20 laps here in stage number 1. They are going side by side. The largest field in UTR history. In the Highbex of Daytona, INF in the 20, Tyfield in the 17. They're side by side. Dusty Stud on the outside, working that high lane. What can they do? Dusty in the 10 truck again. He returns back. Jay McNeil on the bottom. LRS SP. SP returns back to the truck, but he is in the 2 truck this season. LRS jumps up to the 21 truck. He jumps up to the outside in that 21 truck. That is R. Denny on the bottom, fighting for the bottom position. Somebody drops out of line and gives up the spot. LRS to the outside in the 21. He is merging and pushing the outside. Those are 3 guys right there. LRS, SP, Dusty covering the outside lanes side by side. You have Peyton, a rookie, on the inside. The 52 is Brad Ranger. He's dropped down. He is now Xfinity. 18 McNeil. He's on a new ride this season. New rookie. Looking to make it 3 wide. They think better of it. Denny on the inside. Charging on hard. Side by side here at Daytona, under the lights, it is. This is awesome racing action still, side by side and up in the front. Peyton is charging in the number 40. That is our Denny, up to 4th. 4th on the inside, Tyfield back behind him. That is the 4, I believe. Got Vortex out in the back. One bad hanging to the bottom. One bad returns back after being gone mid-season. That was Outlaw, who dropped out of line in the green machine of 4. Drake in the 22. Good to see that truck back out in the field. Outside's kind of thinning out a little bit. Still got a little bit of momentum. A little breakaway beside the top 3. Toby Welsh falls out of line. Ranger is charging. Here comes Ranger, your defending winner. The last time these trucks were on track, he went to victory lane at Talladega. Tyfield jumps up to the outside. Ranger to the bottom. Stack up from the bottom lane. He takes it 3 wide up the middle. Ranger goes. Tyfield on the outside. Denny on the bottom. He jumps back up in the 3 truck. He'll take over the outside lane. LRS jumps to the bottom. What will Ranger do? Is he going to fill the void? He does not. LRS jumps back up to the outside. No, he goes inside. Big goes to the outside. Here comes Duke Prime, a rookie in the truck, a rookie in the league. Looking in that 6th position right now. Jay McNeil to the outside, no help. This is the high draft package. Obviously that mandatory caution coming up sooner than later. McNeil trying to hold the bottom lane. They're going to go single file on the first few lanes outside. Is dropping like a rock. Good hard racing action so far in this series. Dirty Cat back in the back with the number 88 and the 51 of High Road. 24 truck. Here comes the 45 on the outside. And I do apologize as we are still learning names and drivers and camera tags and all that. So if I say numbers instead of trucks, I'm trying to get used to everybody. Flashing the 26, leading the charge. Here they come. They're starting to get pushing back up. Alright, so caution is out. Okay, so here we go. Caution is out. This is the 9/11 tribute. Now, if you're just now tuning in, we're doing a 9/11 tribute. They're going to get single file for this caution. They'll go single file. And we'll begin a tribute from lap 9 through lap 11. There'll be a tribute. And y'all viewers are going to get a little bit of a taste. They backed down the pace to 70 miles an hour. 27 trucks still on track. Also, a new rule this season, before we get to the silent, is lag cautions on super speedways. We have the option of having a lag caution if it creates an issue on track and it causes 2 or more cars to wreck. Then, due to a lag, then we will throw a caution that is new to the league this year, only on super speedways. Looks like Clater has lagged out of this race. Speaking of lagging, Clater out early. Alright, so as leaders come around, we'll begin our 9-11 trip.
American Airlines emergency line, please state your emergency.
Hey, this is Nitty at American Airlines calling. I am monitoring a call in which Flight 11, the flight attendant is advising our reps that the pilot, everyone's been stabbed.
Flight 11?
Yep. They can't get into the cockpit is what I'm hearing.
Nobody move. Everything will be okay. If you try to make any move, you'll injure yourself and the airplane. Just stay quiet. Nobody move, please. We are going back to the airport. Don't try to make any stupid moves.
Anybody know what that smoke is in lower Manhattan?
I'm sorry, say again?
A lot of smoke in lower Manhattan.
A lot of smoke in lower Manhattan?
Out of the top of the World Trade Center building, a major fire. Yeah.
Hey, Cape, Dan Winnicott from Washington. I have a situation with American 11, a possible hijack. American 11? Yes, sir. Departed Boston, went to LAX. Right now he's south of Albany. I'd like to scramble some fighters to go tail him.
Hey, can you look out your window right now? Yeah. Can you see a guy at about 4,000 feet, about 5 east of the airport right now? Looks like he's...
Yeah, I see him.
You see a guy, look, is he descending for the building also?
He's descending really quick, too, yeah.
Well, that's
2,500 feet now. He just dropped 800 feet in like one sweep.
That's another situation. What kind of airplane is that? Can you guys tell?
I don't know. I'll read it out in a minute. Another one just hit the building.
Wow. Wow.
Another one just hit it hard.
Another one just hit the World Trade.
The whole building just came apart.
Holy smokes. All right. I guess you guys can be busy.
There was an end?
Negative contact. We're looking at United 93.
Somebody call Cleveland.
Under American 1060 with you. We're 370. We're slowing due to the delays possible going eastbound.
That's American 1060.
You got United 93?
United 93.
South of Chardonnay has descended.
What's that?
I just saying, it looked like he descended
I
there.
don't think so. United 93, verified 350.
United 93, Cleveland.
Go ahead, Frankie.
Do you have United 93 south of Chardonnay?
We hear some funny noises. We're trying to get him. Do you have him?
No.
Thank you.
United 93, Cleveland.
United 1523, did you hear your company, did you hear some interference on the frequency here a couple of minutes ago, screaming?
Yes, I did, 797, and we couldn't tell what it was either.
They got them, please sit down. Keep remaining sitting. We have a ball board. So it's
I also want to give you heads up, Washington.
Go ahead.
United 93, have you got information on that yet?
Yeah, he's down.
He's down?
Yes.
When did he land? Because we have confirmation.
He did not land.
Oh, he's down?
Yes,
Bound?
somewhere up northeast of Camp David.
Okay, the aircraft that is covered by the White House is now near the Pentagon. I don't know where the hell they're getting their intel. I said Washington has no clue when I called Washington about it. They didn't know what the hell was going on.
At 7:59, Flight 11 takes off from Boston, headed for Los Angeles, California. 76 passengers, 11 crew members, and 5 hijackers are on board. At 8:15, United Airlines 175 takes off from Boston, also heading for Los Angeles. 51 passengers, 9 crew members, and 5 hijackers. At 8:19, a flight attendant on Flight 11, Betty Ann Arng, alerts ground personnel that a hijacking is underway and that the cockpit is unreachable. At 8:20, American Airlines Flight 77 takes off from Dulles outside of Washington, D.C., headed for Los Angeles. 53 passengers, 6 crew members, and 5 hijackers. At 8:24, Muhammad Atta, a hijacker on Flight 11, unintentionally alerts air controllers in Boston to the attack. He meant to press the button that allowed him to talk to the passengers on his flight. At 8:37, after hearing the broadcast from Atta on Flight 11, Boston Air Traffic Control alerts the U.S. Air Force's Northeast Defense Sector, who then mobilize the Air National Guard to follow the plane. As we're back underway. Back underway from Daytona, these guys, they all jumped down quickly off the start, or off the restart here. At 8:46, well, at 8:42, United Airlines 93 takes off from Newark, New Jersey after a delay due to routine traffic, headed for San Francisco, California. 33 passengers, 7 crew members, and 4 hijackers. At 8:46, Flight 11 crashes into the World Trade Center's North Tower. And it looks like we are under caution once again for cause. I don't know what the cause is for. Oh, we got Toby Welsh around in the back. At 8:46, Flight 11 crashes into the World Trade Center's North Tower. All passengers aboard are instantly killed, and employees of the World Trade Center are trapped above the 91st floor. At 9:03, Flight 175 crashes into the World Trade Center's South Tower. All passengers aboard are killed instantly, and so are unknown number of people in the tower. At 9:05 a.m., George Bush, in an elementary school classroom in Florida, is informed about the hit on the second tower. His chief of staff, Andrew Carr, whispers in the chilling news in the president's ear. Bush later wrote about his response. At 9:28, hijackers attack Flight 93. At 9:37, Flight 77 crashes into the Pentagon. All passengers aboard are instantly killed, and so are 125 civilian and military personnel in the building. At 9:45, U.S. airspace is shut down under Operation Yellow Ribbon. All civilian aircraft are ordered to land at the nearest airport. At 9:55, Air Force One President George Bush aborts takeoff from Florida. At 9:57, passengers aboard Flight 93 begin to run up towards the cockpit. Jara, the pilot, begins to roll the plane back and forth in an attempt to destabilize the revolt. At 9:59 a.m., the South Tower of the World Trade Center collapses. At 10:02, Flight 93 plows into an empty field in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. Although its ultimate target is unknown, it was likely headed for either White House or the U.S. Capitol. At 10:18, President Bush authorizes any non-grounded planes to be shot down. At this time, all 4 hijacked planes had already crashed, but the president's team was operating under the impression that Flight 93 was still in the air. At 10:28, the North Tower collapses. And the day goes on from there. At 8:30 that night, Building 7 of the World Trade Center collapses at 5:30 that afternoon, and 8:30 that evening, President Bush addressed the nation. As we saw pit stops taking place, that's the 9/11 spill as our support. Pit stops took place. We will see the first choose cone of the season. These drivers will have the option. Here they come. They chose at the Sunoco sign. That is also a new rule. So you saw that take place. On super speedways at the Sunoco sign in turn 3, they have to choose bottom or top. Six drivers on track on board top field to get ready to go back racing. Hit the Geico restart zone. Let's go. Outside does not get as good of a jump from the 3 truck of Ranger, kind of holding the line back and still. We are 5 laps away from the end of the first stage. Also a rule that I believe is added into tonight was automatic cautions. We could see in effect. We're trying it out as a testing for the truck series. Peyton in the 40 truck leads the way with R. Denny in second. Look at that! R. Denny in the number 97, rounding in the second runner-up spot. Behind rookie Peyton. Then look who it is behind them. Let's take a look. You got Flash. And you've got Bad News Ducky has made his way up into the 3rd spot. He goes, or 4th spot, excuse me. He goes to the outside with Luke R. Denny pushing the number 40. And here comes Ranger to push the 26 of Flash. That is the outside momentum getting up and going. Here comes the 45 to the bottom. That's another. We also have teams this year. I'm going to do my best to keep up with teams, but oh my god. Look at what just took place. They shut the door on Peyton and left Ranger high and dry. That is LRS, Ducky, Flash, and then Peyton, and then Denny. And here comes the 45. That is, I believe, Dirty Cat. No, Dirty Cat is in the 44. Trackhouse looking pretty strong. That is GMS up front, though. INF, not a plate racer, but he sure is holding steady in the mid-pack. He is on the bottom lane, mid-pack throughout. 23 looks to try to jump up the outside, does not get going. Tyfield pushing the number 3, he's just holding steady. Ranger looking to dip down, he's going to shut the door, not quite. Here comes a run from the 44. The 40 trying to get a run, see if he can generate something off these top 3. This is GMS 1, 2, 3 up at the front. They are all back to back out behind them. What a great race so far this has been, folks. Single file, they're 2 by 2 in the back. Who's going to be the one to generate a run? We're down to 3 laps to go. 3 to go in the stage. Bad News Ducky leading in second place. That is LRS up front, who had a vie for the championship last year and had it taken away off of a 1 bad finish. He leads the way with Flash in 3rd in a new truck. Go Dogs making a showing here in the 23 truck. He's been decently steady in the 23. He's been a good super speedway racer. Still has some work to do on the mile and a half, but he's making it work, making it stick right now in the 23 truck, sitting in that 7th position. I think he's getting ready. I think that second group is getting ready to make a move. Oh, one on the outside wall. That's the 00 Vortex. Hits them. They keep it straight. It's going to cost those two eventually. See the 68 of 1 back there in the back with the 18, the 51, and the 10 and the 2. Coming around. They're getting antsy up in the front. Contact has been made. It's battle door to door. 3 wide. 4 wide. Maybe below the apron. Still 3 wide. Still 3. This is the last lap of the stage. Who's going to generate the run? New Prime in the 98, the 44 of 30. What do they have for this group of GMS? Whoa, we got one around on the backstretch. Inside wall hard, coming to the line. Side by side, up in the front. It's like Meso on pit road coming to the end of the stage. LRS dumps up to the outside, nowhere to go. Here comes Dirty. What does Dirty and Do have? Dirty goes to the outside. Do goes not with him. It's not going to be enough. Coming to the line side by side. Ducky is going to get stage number 1 here in Daytona. What a thriller we just saw here in stage number 1. Top 10 is Ducky first, Flash second, Do Prime in third, Dirty Cat fourth, fifth is Weiss, sixth LRS, seventh Peyton, eighth INF, ninth Topfield, and 10th is Brad. What an exciting race so far. This has been amazing racing. Alright, back underway here. They get back to racing action. Back underway for stage number 2. 17 laps in the second stage, side by side once again. How does it all shuffle out? Vortex on the outside trying to make a run. He takes it 3 wide. He gets into the outside wall, having to hold it up there. Something happened to the 87. He's going to lose valuable time. Nice job of him keeping it out of the way. Here goes 3 wide racing action. Then back 45, 51, the 18, and the 23 all going to the inside of Outlaw. Here comes the 88. They shuffle it down single file. Remember, this high draft is in effect. Let's see if they're going to try and make anything happen of it. We saw a lot of racing action here in stage number 1. Stage number 2, a different Tame of the Beast. Drake in the 22 truck holding steady. Brad doing well in his truck series. I almost want to say debut because Brad doesn't ever drop down and race in the lower series. He's never once, I think in my record book, has he ever jumped. Oh my god, we got a couple upside down. Maybe just one, I don't know. The 18 went upside down in the air. I believe that is going to be a caution. Racing Edge was involved. That's probably going to be a caution at the line. Alright, caution indeed for the third time this evening. Drivers ride the apron trying to save a little bit of fuel. Good racing so far. Not bad at all. I don't know what happened. That was way back in the back. That's the hard part. When it comes to having a large field. You don't get to catch everything. Alright, 17 car field like we have all last season. You can probably catch a lot of those events that happen. 27? Yeah, that's about 10 more rows back. drivers will hit pit row. Let's see who stays out. Right, a handful of drivers stayed on the racetrack. Let's see who all did stay out. Peyton comes in in the 40 truck. That's SP who stays out, and SP will take over the race lead. See, one bad stayed out. Trying to get, let's see who went through so many people. Alright, the 99, so that is SP first. Weast stayed out, that'll be second. The 22 of Drake, 21 of Luke, the 26 of Flash, 17 of Tyfield, 24 of Ducky, all stayed out on the racetrack. Alright, so as they come to the choose line, so the Sunoco sign up in the top right hand corner coming to you, that is the choose. They go on the apron for the bottom, up to the wall for the top. Simple as that. We are 4 laps into stage number 2 here, live from Daytona. This is Under the Lights Racing season opener. Again, just now tuning in, we are doing 100% races. This is something new to the drivers. They want more racing at night, so we're going to extend their racing out. So they got more races this season, and they had more racing throughout. So 100% races, so 100 laps around to this 2.5 mile track. Tyfield took the outside, Weiss takes the inside, back under the Geico restart zone. We hit the Geico restart zone. We are back underway. Let's go. Weiss with a great jump and goes to the outside immediately. And goes back down, trying to get around SP off the start. Brother, your truck ain't trucking yet. You gotta wait till it gets up to speed. You ain't gonna start trucking until about halfway down the back straightaway or a full lap, bro. Like, come on. Have some sense behind you. They're side by side way back here. Denny in this pack in the midfield with the guys that just took fresh tires that went under caution on a pit road. Ooh, they're going to try to make 3 wide back in the back. You see Brad out to the outside trying to make a move. May have just tried to miss a potential wreck. Here comes Dirty Cat. They check up, stay in line. Here comes the 40 of Peyton to the outside. Talk about him a lot. Couple drivers trying to go to the outside of the Weiss to the outside. Doesn't really have any patience. I can already tell he don't have much patience tonight. He's trying to make moves with absolutely no help. Good thing they can have one man. He's also a new driver to the league, so he's trying to feel out the drivers, get used to it. Got 3 trucks to the outside. Let's see if anybody else goes with him back behind him, trying to get something going, if they can. Go Dog's back there. You see the 18 McNeil and the 38 and the 4 and the 00 trying to go. 38 dips down, so the 00 that's going to leave the 38 and 18 out to dry. All single file at the time. See somebody jump up the outside, goes right back down in place. little bit of a checkup there. 10 laps to go in stage number 2. Peyton to the outside, and Go Dog to the inside. Who is this trying to make something happen? A little bit of an outside groove starting to take place now. Brad's up there. Okay, here they come. Outside groove is trying to go. There goes LRS. There goes Flash. And there goes Ducky. Trying to see all this. That is GMS. That is Thor Sport. All to the outside. 20 of INF is to the outside. That is Meso, also on the outside, in that number 88. Haven't talked much about him. He made a couple starts in the Xfinity Series, one in his debut race in the Xfinity Series at Bristol last year. Now he's out here, out to the outside, trying to make something happen. Dusty to the inside, one bad. We haven't talked much about him. He's up in the 3rd position on the inside lane, back in front of Dusty and the 3 of Ranger. Now they're getting racy again. 10 laps to go. Side by side up at the front. Top-hill out hung to dry. Side by side, it's Luke and SP up in the front, leading the way. Flash in 2nd on the outside. That is Ducky in 3rd. That is Weiss in 4th and Meso in 5th. That's all on the outside lane. To their inside, SP, Drake, one bad, Dusty, Ranger, Dirty Cat, and Racing Edge. All on the bottom. Back behind him is Denny on the inside. Here comes the 40 of Peyton. Side by side still. God almighty. What a thriller we have going on right now, guys. This is great racing. Great racing. Side by side now. Dusty on the inside. The outside still holding strong though. I'm trying to make something happen. They are still door to door. With just 7 laps to go. 7 laps is all we got. It's just like they are bumper to bumper, locked on tight. Oh, LRS gets a little loose. That checks up the line just a smidge. SP not able to really do nothing with it. That actually helped the inside benefit due to the outside having to get recollected. That is one bad. Up to the 2nd spot. That is Drake to the lead here in Daytona. Drake actually did very amazing as he rallied off the end of last season with a solid last month and a half of racing for Drake across all 3 series and other leagues. This guy was on a roll. Getting a lot more podiums, finishing top 3, having good races, leading some laps. So Drake's is a force to be reckoned with. And now he is leading Daytona. One bad makes a return back after being gone after leaving about middle of last season. He returns back full-time this season in the lower series racing this number 68 machine in the trucks and doing part-time work in the number 5 machine in the Cup Series. You'll see him tomorrow night. Ranger, also a guy who moved up full-time. Full-time to the Cup Series, I believe. That is Dirty Cat, has made his way, a rookie in the Truck Series and in the league. He has made his way up to the 4th position in that 44 machine. Just 5 laps to go here from Daytona in stage number 2. This is awesome. The people we've had up towards the front, the racing action side by side, they had the line going. They had a couple checkups which fizzled the line out. We had a single file that got it back up and going. Just took a few trucks to really get up and going. We got teams this year, so that also is a benefiting factor where drivers can work with each other and try to be more collaborative, to work on the outside, to make moves, make passes happen, play strategy with each other, have technical alliances with other teams. We're trying to go out there. Oh, and Ranger goes out to block Dusty. What a block by Ranger. It checks the field up. But Ranger with an aggressive block, and one goes around, he saves it. don't even know who that was. That was Deport after the block. And now the 44 and 45, 68, and the 22 all up towards the front. A lot of rookies in the truck series up towards the front. That's Mountain Ranger out to dry. He kind of killed the outside momentum. It was a good block, but he just killed the runs. Little pinch down. You gotta watch this yellow line. Is that tends to happen? They're getting racing in the back. They are scattering all over the place. And that's going to be a caution. Big one. We got McNeil around. Denny's involved. They're going to have to race it back to the line, which I think might put us to the end of the stage. Let's see if anything comes out of this run from the backside. They're racing it back to the line here. One bad trying to put the block. Here comes Weist and Racing Edge around the outside. Here comes Ranger with them. Can they do anything? What do they have coming to the line? Is the move for the stage possibly? Oh, and Dusty goes around. Second wreck coming to the line. It's going to be Drake who gets it at the line. Caution is out. A secondary wreck happened coming to the line. Dusty was involved in the number 10 machine. The number 99, he got probably pinched down on the pit road. Same with Vortex in the 87, or no, sorry, that's Flash in 26, got pinched down pit road in that wreck. So this will be the end of the stage, as they're coming to one to go this time by. 52 going to get his lap back as he's the first car a lap down. LRS involved in that one, I believe. Yeah, he was involved in that big wreck. Vortex under caution. What in the hell? Alright, so they've picked up the pace just to get back around. I don't know what they're doing with second and third. I think they're confused on who has what position, and arguing who has it. Drake is your stage 2 winner. Like, it's not hard to figure out who finished where. Like, you have a counter on the top of your screen that tells you who is where at the line. So they're going to sort it out. And Drake will get the stage. Drake with stage 2 win. That is Drake, One Bad, Dirty Cat, Do Prime, INF, Ranger, Ducky, Racing Edge, SP, High Road, and High Road to about top 10. Sorry. Get ready to start the third and final stretch, the long stage. We get up to the gears. Back to green flag racing. Let's go. And Toby doesn't get up and going at all. He said, let's not. Yeah, let's go. He said, let's not. So they're back underway here for stage number 3. This is the final stretch of the season opener. Oh, hard racing up towards the front here. That is one bad to the outside. Duke Prime back behind him. Drake is dropping on the inside. That is Dirty Cat on the inside. Three wide getting pinched. And how about we do a little UTLR, crank it up. And the yellow flag has been brought out, as you saw there on Crank It Up. One bad was leader at the time of the yellow. So we're going to take this opportunity and take our first intermission here in the stream. We'll be right back. As you'll hit pit road, you'll see him choose, and we'll go back racing. Stay right here.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series is coming to the CW.
He's gonna go for the lead.
8 weeks of action.
This is his race.
Including every playoff race. Exclusively on the CW.
This is when championships are won.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series. The action begins Friday, September 20th at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on the CW.
Remember me? Of course you don't. But I'm sure you recall that Twin Peaks is your local source for scenic views. We're men. We eat with our hands, and we ref from the bleachers.
Wet gas, Holden!
They can't hear you. This lodge is your local manly escape. Only here are you encouraged to indulge in all the man-sized portions of scratch food, sports, and 29-degree draft beer your manliness desires. So get your axe into Twin Peaks and experience the lodge mentality.
When you're all driving carpool and banging your Pilates instructors to fill the empty voids in your life, you'll see who gets the last laugh. My mom grew up here, that old house on the hill.
Wait, the ghost house? Is your mom Lydia Dietz?
Unfortunately,
She's a legend.
The living, the dead. Can they coexist?
Now's my chance.
ghosts aren't real. Only gullible people believe that kind of crap.
I can't believe I'm doing this. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice! I need you to help me save my daughter. But how do I know that you're gonna keep your word?
I swear I'm a good...
Alright. We get Ray for the restart. We'll have about 53 laps to go as they hit the Geico restart zone. Onboard deport. Ranger checks the outside. As we get ready to send them back under the green flag here from Daytona. Let's go. One bad with a great launch. Drake dips down right after the start and finish line. Meso on the inside. Ranger just cannot get the speed on these restarts. He's been pretty slow on the restarts, holding whatever lane he's in up just a little bit. And the inside will prevail. Here back in the mid-pack with Jay McNeil, our pole sitter. See what happens back here. He tries to get he's sticking to the inside, wanting to look to the outside. See Dusty right there in front of him. He jumps to the outside there. And here comes the outside. That's Ranger back to the outside. Probably not the best spot right now. Everybody's like, nah, man. You jump to the outside. Can we just dip back to the inside? Because Ranger he's a great driver. He just kind of seems like a rock right now, honestly. Doesn't look like probably too many people are happy with the fact that get the outside going, the 3 jumps up, it's like, well, alright, well, there goes that line. They haven't really, I just haven't seen the help. There hasn't been much help, and there hasn't been much speed out of that 3 truck. He's been up there because he's been pushed, and he's been having people in front of him to get the drag from. A block from the 45, and everybody dips out from that one. Now down to 51 laps to go. Dirty Cat, SP, and one bad. 3, 2, and 1, and Ducky is in the mix in the 24 machine. Ducky supporting kind of a unique scheme. The 20 truck of INF. Oh, Outlaws the outside wall. He did not take anybody with him, thank almighty that he did not. That was right in front of a big pack. SP pushing one bad, but Ducky wanted to do a throwback. And he decided to go with this purple and green because it is, I want to say is his daughter's birthday. Trying to think, I think Aubrey, yes. Aubrey, happy birthday Aubrey is the title of his stream, so a special scheme in honor of Aubrey here this evening as he races his sister, I believe. Is it his sister or his daughter? Sorry, it probably doesn't sound right. Let me go back and look at the messages, I can check this bit. I don't want this to come off as, yeah, sister. He wanted to do purple and lime green is what his sister wanted him to race. But he wanted to do a 911 tribute. So he compromised. Came up with a scheme. He did the red on the outline, some blue stripes, and then green and purple. With a little bit of white. So, he mixed it. I like. A little compromise. Ducky also returns back this season after taking last season off. He said he just wanted to take a season to himself and not have any really competition. He just wanted to sit back and take some time for his personal self. And here he is back on track this evening and competing full time in both series and racing some cup races. So it'll be good to see Ducky back in the league. Right now running in that P4 position, that is Drake in P5, Dirty Cat of League Rookie in the 4th position, SP. Taking over the famed number 2 truck, the LRS sent to victory lane multiple times last year, put it inside the final 4. Here comes the outside chart with Jay McNeil. Where did he come from? Jay McNeil, INF, and Weast on the outside. kind of run they just got, but oh my god. 3 trucks versus, you know, 4 or 5, and they pulled for a second. That high draft, in effect, did help them, but now it's kind of stalling with the top 4 on the bottom trying to help push and stay consistent in line. They are holding steady for now because they can't really hold the line. They're going to fall back now. You got the 88 of Meso jumped up there to help out his teammates. And there goes some people back to the outside trying to get something happening. There they go. You see it back in the back, the outside trying to form up. We'll see if they can make something happen of it. People just don't expect sometimes. You got to let the run build. You cannot just go to the outside and it's going to work right off the bat. You have to let the run build. You have to get the momentum. First of all, you got to get the people. Look at the outside. Now, a lot of people jumping to the outside. You have to get the people, number 1. Number 2, you have to let the momentum build. If you let the momentum build and you get the people, then you'll go. Here comes Duffy to the outside. He saw what was happening. He sees the outside trying to run. He went to the outside trying to kill the run. You gotta let the run build. Let it build, let it be consistent, then you'll go. Ducky wants to go to the outside. He wants to jump up to the outside, but he doesn't want to get left behind. He'll go if he has to. He moves up. There he goes. New leader on the outside is Ducky. And we're going to be seeing green flag pit stops are taking place here soon. 45 laps to go. They got about 9 laps of fuel left on their fuel gauge. 45 laps remaining in the season opener. And here comes the outside. That's Dusty on the outside leading that train. Here they come, side by side once again here in Daytona for the trucks. What a thriller this has been. Oh my. I love it. I love it. I love it. So much side-by-side racing action. "26 drivers here this evening. That is what this is. This is 26 drivers. We had 28 to start. 1 dropped out last minute and 1 lag out so far. And the rest is history. The rest is racing. And no lag from what I've seen from most people. So that's awesome. Usually super speedways we have like a couple people lag, but they made it work. So internet's all good and dandy. Cleared the 1 lagged out. Denny now kind of out by himself unless a caution happens. Go Dog's back here in the back end of this pack racing that we're seeing. The outside now, they're trying to jump into position. They just need to stay in line and go. See him trying to jockey around here. 3 wide here in the middle. You got Ranger in the middle, LRS on the bottom. Vortex kind of out by himself as well. Low broken knockdown out behind him. Drake and High Road and LRS right there in the mid pack on the bottom lane. Toby Welsh pretty much being the BJ McLeod of the league. The inside starting to charge back now. 1 bad back out in front. SP jumped up and took the outside away from Dusty. That's now Dirty Cat on the inside behind 1 bad. And Jay McNeil, your pole sitter, back to 3rd on the inside. Now you see a couple new guys we haven't talked about tonight. That is High Road back there in the 51 machine. INF, not much of a plate racer, but he's cooking it on the 5th position on the outside there. I feel like this is like probably planned in some sort. like maybe a little bit of lag there. I feel like the SpongeBob meme when they're moving behind the rocks, and then he gets on the rock and he goes to Bikini Bottom, and they're trying to push Bikini Bottom, and right, push, and then push. I feel like this is happening. People are trying to push. You saw the outside, it got killed by, looks like a little bit of lag. One bad falls out of the lead. Outside gonna have to build once again. Peyton underneath, Drake there. High Road falling back after being in the top 5 for a couple minutes. It's now SP out in front with Dusty in second. Teammates in Cup. Not so much in trucks, but their teammates in Cup. As Dusty obviously made the move up to compete for the championship in the Cup Series this year. SP, on the other hand, is a shock. So SP, due to personal reason, is not able to compete on Wednesdays anymore. So you'll see him at limited races this season in whatever vehicle he's racing in, because rumor has it there's a deal being made among his team to maybe boot him out of a ride, of a part-time ride, and he might become a free agent. So the 2 Machine in trucks, he is going to compete for the championship in the lower series. After competing in the championship for the Cup last season, he'll be competing in the championship in the lower series, and making starts when he can in the Cup Series. So that was unfortunate for SP, but he's going to try and make a few races this season. But that'll be one big driver. Obviously, another big name driver that you will not see this season, as going forward into tomorrow night, you have Mo in the hole. As you see pit stops taking place. Here comes a lot of leaders. Gotta be sure not to speed here. But Mo in the hole, he will. He decided to back out of the league at the end of last season. So Mo, defending champion, defending multi-series, multi-league championships in our league, will not be competing with us this season. Not too long after his fallout, Tomato will not be racing with us in the 17 car. Tomato is out, and he will not be competing next season. So that's 2 big names, 3 big names. You got Mole, Tomato, no longer with us right now. And then you have SP, who will be competing in the lower series and won't be in the Cup Series as much. So they get 19 laps of fuel as they come off pit road here. This is the second group of guys pitting. This is the first group that just came off pit road. You see Drake and a few others on pit road right now. This is the second group. Ranger, Deport. A lot of guys. Here's also a new rule in the league, is that you have to call out your pit. It is mandatory that every single driver calls out their pit. So even if you want to play fuel strategy, that's cool and all, but you have to call out your pit to know something happened with Edge. But that's unfortunate for Edge. Here comes the second group off pit road. Maybe he can get grouped up with them and go. Maybe. 30 Cat, who was in that second group. You can merge, just can't kill the field. So they're getting up and going. See them jockeying for position. And here comes that second group onto pit road. Another group. So this is that first group that was on pit road. But yeah, So big names here on this season. Big changes, big names that are no longer with us in the Cup Series, which opens the door for a lot of opportunity. Looks like Knockdown might be out of fuel. Here comes a few more guys down pit road. Flash on pit road. SP, Ranger, there goes McNeil coming off pit road. Dusty, one of our onboards this evening, as well as Ducky. I know INF is also streaming his POV. Right now on board with Dusty's POV. He is in 8th position. With 34 laps to go. And right now, let me get over to our leader here. So this is your leader right now. And here comes the pack flying by. No longer is the leader. Get back to them now. So yeah, here is your lead pack. Ranger leads the way in the 3 truck after talking smack about. They're gonna have to navigate around this lap traffic now. They're still going to make another pit stop here. Maybe 2. That's the 20 of INF going a lap down. So that is Ranger in the lead, followed by SP, LRS, Dusty, One Bad, High Road, and Peyton. That is your top 6. INF obviously getting in there, that is a lap down. It's your top 7, sorry, top 7. 8 trucks in that pack. Now they're all spread across this track. Guess what you get with 27 drivers? You get a track full of drivers all over. Pack of 2 right here, Ducky and McNeil. So many different strategies playing out. Here's a pack of 4 led by Flash, and then Go Dogs, Knockdown, and Denny. Here's a little bit of a pack with Vortex. Well, pack by himself. Outlaw. Drake out by himself. Brad with the 98. Toby out by himself. Deport in a good little pack here. Deport, this is a good pack right here. You got Dirty Cat, Tyfield, Meso, Deport, Weast, and Racing Edge all lined up. This is a nice little pack trying to catch the people in front of them. things for the season, make it a little bit better as well. Viewers. Alright, back here to this lead pack, though we go. You see, this pack right here, they're about to catch the 18 of McNeil, or this could be the 00 of Knockdown, I believe. Yeah, 00 of Knockdown right there, they're about to catch. And then you see Drake up there by himself. They'll probably latch him on here the next couple of laps. No, that is the 18 of McNeil. I was right. And then Drake up ahead. So they'll latch on to those few drivers. Right now is a pack of 5 out in front. Ranger goes up. Maybe try to do a little fuel conversation. Conservation, if I can speak tonight. They got 10 laps of fuel left. Lap 73 of 100 here. So they can go to lap 83. So those, they should be good on one more stop. They can make it one more stop. But they will be inside their fuel window before their fuel runs out. So who cuts it short? Because this last run, they get about 19 laps of fuel, but who cuts it short? Because they're only going to have about 15 laps to go. My question is, where did One Bad go? One Bad was up here with these guys. That is the 3 truck. This is not for the race lead. That is INF pushing to be on the lead lap once again. Actually, no, that might be for the race lead. Okay, so this is the race lead right here. INF is on the lead lap. He is your leader. The 3 truck of Ranger is second. SP is in third. And that is Peyton in fourth. And then LRS in fifth and Dusty in sixth with 25 laps to go. That's Howard in seventh. They brought a couple of drivers now with them. So yeah, this is the lead pack right here. Nobody's lapped down on this pack. Here's One Bad in this Mangolay. What a whirlwind of a storm he's had. They got more drivers. But they, I believe, they are just now coming down the back straightaway, and the lead pack is entering turn 3. You kind of saw them way up ahead. It's going to be a few minutes before they get up there. A little bit of check up here. One might had to back out of it there, you saw. brakes in this pack right here. They try to make any kind of ground. This is the second pack. Brad leads on that one. Back up to the front, this is the top 7 drivers. And you see them jockeying the position, trying to move people around, maybe planning for this last pit stop here. They have to be perfect. High Road is in second. That's something we haven't talked about tonight, is High Road. Meso in third in his little group back there in the back. Let's go to the lead pack here. You got High Road, and now in the race lead, that is him in the first spot, along with second Dusty, third is LRS, fourth is INF, fifth is Ranger, sixth is Peyton. And they've lost that 7th and 8th driver. Coming around to complete lap 79, begin of lap 80. 21 laps to go from Daytona. We're getting down to the wire here. Last 20 laps this time by. See them jockeying around now at allowing. Looks like Ducky. Look at this, they're now battling. And caution is out. I don't know what for, but caution is out. Hold everything, we ain't done. We're gonna stack them back up and re-rack them and get them. Who wrecked? Maybe knocked down. What was that caution for? Not one bad. Tyfield may have got some damage. Well, let's re-rack him and let's get him. This just got good at the 20 lap mark. 20 laps to go here from Daytona. This will be 19 to go this time by. I'm imagining everybody's going to come in and get 4 fresh tires here. I think you'd be stupid to stay out. Trying to see who that is. That is One Bad getting his lap back, as he is the free pass car. And Ducky is going to take a lap back as well. And I believe he's going to get back on lead lap. Alright, so that caution was due to lag, as I just got notifications from the tower. That is lag caution, our first one under our new rule. So under our new rule, that is qualifies that lag caution. So If it wrecks 2 or 3 people due to somebody lagging, then we will throw the caution. So we're going to re-rack them. LRS, this truck looks banged up. I want to know who hasn't got any damage all night long. Brad just... Yeah, no. Never mind. They are choosing here at the line. Now, Drake actually has a pretty clean truck. Let's get back to this 22. Everybody else is pretty good. Alright. Here we come back to the green flag. It is INF on the bottom and Ranger on the outside. Hayton in the 40. He's back in the mix on the bottom. Back to restart zone. We're back underway. Let's go. Inside with a great launch. Couple drivers in the back didn't really get going. Should be 17 laps to go this time by. They should not have to pit. They got their pit stops. This is the money maker. It's time to race it out unless there's another caution. Let's hold our horses on. "17 laps to go from Daytona. Rangers on the outside, McNeil to the outside, trying to get some kind of momentum to go, if anybody will go with. Right now is INF leading the charge in the 20 machine. That is Peyton in second place. And look who's back in the mix, that's Brad in the 52 truck. Subbing in this week as a one-off to Athletic Yeti, who will be competing full-time beginning next week. Brad filling in for him tonight in the 52 truck, trying to make a showing as he will be competing in the Cup Series race full-time this season in the number 22 car. So look for Brad to be a threat here on Super Speedways. And that is High Road in the 4th position, SP in the 5th. Top 2 breakaway. Something happened to one bad, and he's now falling out of the picture as he's getting ready to get lapped after just getting back on the lead lap. They have things followed out back behind. As Brad in the 3rd position still, High Road in the 4th. We got one head blocking the lane. He's gonna stick to the outside, let the leaders come on the inside. If you haven't already, get your friends, get your roommates, get your hobo friends, get your relatives, get your family members. Get your other league racing buddies, get it whoever, and get ready to tune in, because we're getting ready to get to the last 10 laps. We're at 13 laps to go. Here from Daytona in the first ever 100% league race in UTLR. Every week, Truck Series back to 100% racing for the first time ever. A grueling demand for these drivers that competed last season. They're used to 50% races. Now we doubled that this year. It's more of an endurance race now for these guys. Now down to 12 laps to go this time by. Still INF in first. That is Peyton, a rookie, in second. Brad in third. Pyroad in fourth. And 2 of SP in fifth. 6 is Dusty. Goes back to 7th. That is Edge. Another semi-rookie. He's pretty much a rookie this year, but he has some UTLR experience. Ooh, 3 wide. A little bit tangled. Back here in the deep of the pack. Back behind SP. Alright, back behind Edge is LRS. And then there is Weast in the number 99, or 98, sorry, that is not Weast, 98. I know who it is, I just can't remember. Prime in the 98 machine. Oh, stack up. Big checkup from the lead. And another one. These guys are going to get antsy, get ready to race it, and get ready to make passes. That is what they're setting up for right now. What could be going through every driver's mind? They want to win the first race of the season. They want to lock into the playoffs. Let's not get talking about playoffs. Playoffs are on the line. If you win, you're in. Even though that's way in the next season, like next year, in 2025. Before, like, playoffs begin in 2025. At the time of 2025, beginning on January 1st, we'll only be halfway through our season, our regular season. So, a lot of action still to come this season. We just got started. This is the start. But to know that you are comfortably locked in this 26 truck field tonight, to know that you beat 25 other competitors is truly something. To win at the World Center of Racing is phenomenal. Who wants it the most? Who's hungry? It's time to feast, as we're down under 10. INF holding charge, Peyton in second. Ducky, I think, was the lagger because he has turned off his POV, so that lag caution, pretty sure is due to him. Dusty, our other POV driver, in the 4th position. Peyton looked maybe to make a move. SP went to the outside and it did not work out for him. Now SP's going to be on the outside, stuck on the outside by himself. Here comes Dusty up to P3. Oh, and big one behind him. We've got the big one here in Daytona. Trucks everywhere. High roads involved. They race it back to the line. Caution will be out. We ain't done. We are not done with 7 laps to go. Oh my, this has changed the course. If you're the top guys, do you pit and give up the track position? At this point of the state of the racing, I mean, we're going to pit come into 6. We're going to go back racing with 5 laps to go. Dusty Stud on board with him. A driver who went out and had a shot at the Xfinity Series Championship with no wins in the Xfinity Series. Had a shot at Talladega, sped on pit road, and it cost him at Talladega. He comes into this season wanting to rack up more wins. His first career win in this league came in last year, and it was here in the trucks. Don't quote me on the track because I do not remember the track. He came in and won in the trucks. And what's bad is that he was not even racing for the truck championship. What can he do? He stays out. Lots of the top 10 stay out. Some guys in the back come down. SP in the Final Four last year for the Cup. Had a hunt for the championship of the Cup. He ends up being your Xfinity Series championship. What can he do from the 4th position? Back up to the front here. Duprime, setting in 5th. A rookie to the league, a league rookie. Has a shot at maybe a podium, maybe the win. He's trying to prove himself. Could tonight be the night where he locks in the playoffs and proves that he is here to play? You see LRS, who had a shot at the Truck Series Championship, had it taken away from Deport, but was the winningest driver in the Truck Series. He's back there in the 6th position. INF as a one-off kind of at Daytona to race part-time in the Truck Series this year. Looking to just make a statement and win. Peyton in the 40 truck on the inside, 2nd row, or on the inside of row number 2. Looking to make a statement. He's also a rookie in the league. What can he do? Dusty takes the outside, INF to the inside. Let's see what they have got left in their vehicles. We're getting ready to go back racing. 5 laps to go. Let's go. No help from INF. Luke jumps down to the inside and takes that spot away from Peyton. Dusty jumps down. Is that Low Broke Outlaw and McNeil on the outside? We haven't talked about this Ford truck all night long. What do they have? 5 laps to go. Here comes the 4 of Outlaw. Outside with momentum right now. Does INF go up to block? You got McNeil, your pole steer. Dirty Cat in the outside lane with him. They're scooting. They're back and forth, switching lanes. Trying to hold momentum straight. Coming down. It will be 4 to go. Outside still trying to hold the momentum. Outlaw in the outside wall. There he goes. We got one around. It's a mess in the back. Carnage. 4, 5. What in the hell? Okay, we're passing below the line. We're 3 wide. They kept it straight. Outlaw. I don't even know what all just took place right there. We're down to 3 laps to go. Here comes the 52 of Brad. Here comes the 2 of SP. The 98. Here comes Brad on the outside by himself. Here comes McNeil jumping up to help. Can anybody defeat INF? Here comes Brad on the outside with McNeil. That's Dirty Cat out to the outside to jump up. It will be 2 laps to go. Hang tight because we got post-race interviews coming up after the break. 2 laps to go. Brad is side by side for the race lead. McNeil, Dirty on the outside. It's INF, Dusty, LRS, and Peyton on the inside. Here comes SP on the inside to help. Is there anything left for these trucks? Who can make it happen for INF? Or can INF hold off the charge and win? Coming around, it's going to be the white flag off of turn number 4. INF is holding true to first. Can he do it one last time? The season opener, here is the white flag. 1 lap to go. It's all come down to this. Who's got it? Here comes the outside with a little bit of gain. Dusty goes up to block a bad block by the 10. And they're wrecking back behind him. The big one at Daytona, last lap, no help from the outside. LRS trying to win it. The outside with no momentum. Off turn 4, it is going to be INF getting the win in Daytona. What a finish. The big one on the back straight. Bad block by Dusty. Ends up with Brad in the outside wall. And it was on from there. INF gets first. Peyton in the 40 gets second. And LRS in the 21 gets third. Flash in the 4th position. What a finish. Way to go, INF on the win. Hell yes. What a way to open up the season. And we'll be right back. We're going to go get our top 3, and we're going to go get interview them. So y'all stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. Glad to be back in the booth for the first season opener here at Daytona. And with us, I have our, let's do top four tonight. I'm just feeling in the mood. So, top four, we're going to start off with our fourth place finisher, Flash here. Flash, my man, I was actually just getting told right before we got back, was you went from 22nd to fourth in a matter of about 7 laps. Granted, I know we saw the big one, I think number two big one, on the last lap there after a bad block by one of the front runners, but talk me through. This is like the biggest field we've ever had in Truck Series history. So you had an up and down race. How did it feel racing in this big pack? And how do you think your outcome was?
Well, it was pretty chaotic. Obviously, I'm sure you enjoyed the chaos up in the booth. But yeah, we went from 22nd to fourth on the last run in 7 laps. We had major help, obviously, from the big one on the last lap, but once we got to the top 10, I was determined to get further than that. Knew we could get further than that, and that's what happened. We got to the top 10. Tried to get up there and help SP and LRS. It didn't come together, unfortunately. But we had a hell of a run. And I was proud of the effort that we put in. Good season opener. Great racing all night long. And I just enjoyed it. I had a blast.
Well, and you told me before tonight that this is an endurance race for you, moving up to 100% races in trucks. So, how does it feel having a 100% race versus our typical 50s that we've been doing? Is it something that you like personally?
Oh yeah, the endurance races suit me way more than the 30-minute, less than 30-minute races that we were having last year. There was no strategy involved, unfortunately. With the 100% races this year, we have so much more strategy that can be involved, and they just suit me more from my days previous in leagues previous to this one. So I'm barely used to the endurance races already, and we just we took what made it work. We were hanging out in 17th for a lot of the race. We got shuffled back. We had an amazing save after hitting the glitch spot in three. We battled back and got right back in the top five. Once again, I had a blast. Shout out you for putting this whole thing together, obviously. LRS and SP for being the admins in the whole race. They called a great race. So just great job to everyone.
Well, hell yeah, man. Well, this is just a start. So, we just go up from here. So, good luck to you the rest of the season, and can't wait to see you'll be back on track tomorrow in the Cup Series season opener. So, good luck to you over there.
We will try and we didn't get a chance to win on my birthday, obviously. So we'll try and win the cup opener tomorrow, day after my birthday. So we'll
Hell
see what
yeah.
happens.
Hell yeah, man. Well, happy birthday to you for sure. And hopefully we can get it done sometime this week.
Sure.
All right, moving on to our third place finisher. It is one of the guys vying for a championship last year and fell short, Mr. LRS, the winningest driver of the Truck Series. How was your race tonight? And what do you think could have been different if certain events had played out? Was there a bad call you think you and your team had made, or was it kind of a game plan going forward for the entire race?
Yeah, no, it was a fun race actually. It's much more fun than I expected, much more clean. I don't know if that's because I was towards the top 10 all night. I know there were a couple of cautions, couple of incidents, and a few people lagging. But I thought me and my team, Flash, SP, Dusty, Ducky, all of them, we were all working really well together actually. We were on the proper strategy. We were all in line. And then it all came unraveled when SP hit the glitch spot, and that led to him falling back in the pack. And then there was a lag by Drake, which caused the final caution. And we went green with 5 to go, and you couldn't, call a caution within 5 to go. But overall, great race. I think I finished top 10 in the first stage. I think I finished seventh or sixth or something, or maybe even third. I don't remember. And then the second stage, I did not get any points. I was involved in the wreck on the last lap. But overall, good race. INF deserved the win. Good win by him. I kind of was in heat of the moment when I yelled at him, he's going to get a penalty. even if he gets a penalty, it's only a warning. The penalties, I've already read the rule book. It's only a warning. He definitely deserved to win the race. He did everything he could to win the race, and that's all you can ask for somebody. So I mean, I tried, he tried, everyone behind me tried, and we came out in third place. So I'm happy with the podium.
Hell yeah, man. What's something you kind of look forward to with, again, a big field like this going forward as we head into Indianapolis? Or actually, y'all we head into an off week. Um, but overall, looking into next week as Indy Oval is back in the other series. But what's your season looking like ahead to the Truck Series?
Yeah, I'm not full time, so I'm not vying for the championship this season. I'm full time for Cup, trying to defend the Cup Series championship. But I have a couple of drivers down here racing full time. I think it's SP and Ducky, both two really good drivers, both in the top five, I think, of truck wins all time. So they trying really hard. I worked with Ducky in the first stage, to get him the stage win. We were working together. He juked me out. I was not expecting him to do it because he had to be silent in the party because he couldn't unmute his phone and for the Discord, and it I was not expecting it to happen, but my main goal here in the Truck Series this season is to win races for myself and help my teammates get better. I want to help SP get better. I want to help Ducky, his transition to get in smoother, flash. He's always really fast. He just needs that little extra oomph, and that's why I chose these guys because they're the fastest people here, in my opinion, besides INF, and they deserve to have somebody to coach them and to be better.
Well, hell yeah, man. Well, Team GMS looked promising tonight. Y'all had a great run as a team, and you're the highest finisher of them all. So, congrats to that. Congrats on getting a podium, and we look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, thank you, Alex, and thank you for doing the broadcast. And congratulations as well to Peyton on the second place finish. I saw he was trying to go with me. There was just no run.
Indeed, as we move on to our second place finisher up, Peyton. Peyton, my man, uh, I know you as a racer, been on the track with you a few times. Your first time in UTLR. How was the experience with this big field? What was kind of your outlook coming in, first of all?
Just have fun and see how it goes. Honestly, coming in, it was fun so far. I was trying to go at the second place to go to push into the lead, but I couldn't get there, and then I went just drove down to try to get the second place.
Man, and you were looking strong. I mean, you started off very strong in the first run in stage one, and then you kind of fell back to the mid pack, got caught up in a couple little issues, just racing the mid pack, having to kind of battle more or less. And then you found your way back up towards the front when it mattered most. Was there anything different that you could have done heading into that final stretch and that final caution to try for the win?
Yeah, make sure I hit the button to pit in the first stage,
Yeah, yeah,
and I
most
wouldn't have been
definitely.
back there so far.
It happens best of us. But as a rookie in the league, what's your outlook heading into the rest of the season? I mean, we have the biggest race of them all, Daytona, out of the way now, with a runner-up finish. So I know that makes you happy to see the kind of speed that you have among some other guys. How you take it going forward?
Um, just gonna try to go. I guess just see what I can get.
Well, hey man, I like it. I like it a lot. Can't wait to see what you do when we head in 2 weeks. So good luck to you, and can't wait to see what you do the rest of the season.
Sir, thank you.
Yes, sir. And our winner tonight, Mr. INF. I I just knew somebody's gonna try to get around you because it feels like everybody has like a target out to get you for some odd reason, and you told me coming in I'm not a plate racer. I'm not the guy to go out there and win on plate tracks, and yet here you were on the outside at one point, cooking the outside lane, got a good run from some help behind you, and dropped down and took the lead, and it was just kind of on from there. How was your race overall, and what did you think of the whole experience with 100% racing, the longer races, and was there anything you could have done different to maybe try to pull away a little bit more, or what was the strategy there?
Yeah, as far as with how long this race was, I knew that this race was going to be a lot about patience, and with how the draft seemed to work tonight. It was really important that for momentum and not hitting the bottom, being slow, because you would have cars drive around the inside lane just by themselves. So momentum and making sure that you weren't just not holding your line was pretty important. Like I figured that out early on, and then kind of throughout the middle of the race, I was just trying to make stuff work with the people around me. I have to give a massive shout out to my team, Meso, West, and Do Prime. They all performed so well tonight, and I was so proud of them. They pushed like hell on the outside lane, made that work, and also, okay, there are other people. Mountain Ranger as well worked really well with us. The 18, McNeil, he also was up there on the outside. Overall, it was really fun, like all throughout the race. And then I think the real race kind of began with the first caution in the third stage. I was sitting like kind of towards the front, like eighth or ninth, and then I decided to come into pit to take my four tires and fuel, as well as like raise my pressures, because we all max our tires up for super speedways, so I had a little more left on my left front to get, and I knew if I pit for four tires there, I'd probably be good to the end with how the wear had been looking like. So they right there, and I forgot one other person, Peyton, who worked well with me earlier in the middle. He came with me down to pit road, and we got the fresh tires, and we got green flag pit stops, which I did not think we were gonna get. So shout out to the field tonight, and but they managed to hold strong through that period and came out the leader with Peyton. Obviously, got tracked down by LRSSP and the GMS and company, and they got around. And I was thinking, with how fuel and tires were looking, seemed like our strategy was gonna work until the caution with 19 to go, which put us all on fringes. Um, but with that four tires I took earlier, I was able to take rights only on that last stop and get some extra fuel. And while I was leading, I was able to save a little extra because I was getting draft from the cars behind, which went up to me. So I saved a little bit. And then that final caution really set things up because I knew being in the lead was going to be very important for the winner, and or at least to win. And I noticed that the outside lane was getting a big toe on the first lap or first two laps after the restart. Peyton messed kind of, I don't know what happened. I think you misshifted, but you didn't really go off the final restart and allowed LRS and Dusty to get behind me. And I knew, like, there I was kind of screwed because I knew they were going to work together to try and get around me. But seeing as the outside lane was coming there, my strategy was I was slowing up a bit. Just I was like lifting off of the gas to make sure that the outside lane was even with Dusty, so they couldn't make a move, and they would kind of be like blocked in, so they couldn't really try anything. Unfortunately, what really sucked is Dusty coming into the final lap. I thought I kind of had it, but Dusty hit the apron or something on out of turn two, and that allowed LRS to go right on through. That killed the outside lane, so it left a massive lane on the outside. I'm like, oh no, all right, well, we know how this is going to go. So, and then, like LRS explained earlier, I tried to hold the, you know how it goes. Went up to block, tries to come back down to block, made a little contact, and yeah, that's on me. Tried to hold down the lead. Obviously it sucks and kind of takes away from the satisfaction of getting it done, but nonetheless, it is unfortunately how it is, and I will take it. I do feel like I ran a very well race, and I think a lot of other people should be proud of the effort that they put in, and yeah, just I don't like super speedways. That part's still true. I still hate it, and I especially hate Daytona, but you know every now and days, people get lucky.
Yeah, man. I mean, you had a solid race all around. Pretty much just answered every question I kind of had for you in your summary. So, good racing from you, and congrats on the dub, getting it done. Even though I know you're part time in the series. Or no, you're full time. So, but yeah,
Um, um,
you are full time, right? Yeah.
I'm running. Not running for points, but I am
Okay.
Gonna be running like
That's
so
what
I'm
I
running
thought.
for points in Cup.
It's confusing. I'm just trying to get everybody straightened out. So, too many drivers.
Great.
I love it. But yeah, congrats
Yeah.
on the win. And this just goes uphill from here. Hopefully, you can come out here and get another dub in weeks to come as you make your starts here this season in trucks. But obviously, now you switch over to the booth from the booth. Now you go into the racing spectrum in Cup Series. So we'll see if you can repeat and go back to back from trucks into Cup tomorrow night. But other than that, hell of a win, well deserved, and congrats on it.
Yeah, thank you, sir, and thank you all to viewers that tuned in, all the racers that raced, and thank you for making the first night of returning to UTLR special and Daytona 500 just tomorrow.
Yes, sir, indeed. And viewers, y'all are awesome for tuning in. As always, we had a pretty decent viewership tonight. But congrats to everybody. Congrats to all the drivers, from all the rookies to all the regulars that made a return, to guys that weren't even here last season that have experience and returned back. So it was all in all an amazing race. 26 drivers finished the race after 28 was expected to start. So cannot be mad. Are still our biggest field ever in UTR history, and went pretty well. So tune in tomorrow as we'll see 25 drivers take to the track for Daytona. They raced their way in. They got their duels done. They had the clash last week. It's time to open up the Cup Series season at Daytona with the Daytona 250. And then tune in Thursday, right back here at the same time. You'll see Ian, hopefully in the booth tomorrow night at 9 o'clock Eastern. So tune right here on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. And he'll be live for that. And then on Thursday again on YouTube and Twitch for us here on UTR Live. So till then, y'all take it easy. Have a good night.